What's up guys, it's your favorite twins, and today we are listening to Billie Eilish's third studio album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. How'd that feel? It was not soft. I feel like we've been teased with this album for a while, so I'm really happy that it's finally here. I will be honest, I was so surprised at how condensed it is. Coming off of Happier Than Ever. It's a 10-track album, which is something that is so different from what artists are doing right now. I appreciate that though, because it means that Billie's put a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of focus into these 10 tracks, and I know they're gonna be great. I'm most curious to see what direction she's going in sonically. You guys know that we love Billie and we admire her talent and we love her music, but what new ground is she gonna cover? She's basically an EGOT winner at this point, right? So what else can she do? The title Hit Me Hard and Soft was developed from what she misheard as a Logic Pro synth, which is just music making at its finest. Very true. But it's also that it's such a perfect encapsulation of what this album does. It's an impossible request. You can't be hit hard and soft. You can't do anything hard and soft at the same time. Which is so true. Yeah. Which already lets me know that this album is going to have a little bit of a deeper meaning. I mean, anything with Billie has a deeper meaning. If you listen to When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? More so Happier Than Ever. Yeah. Right? Then you already know that Billie loves to play with the idea of light and dark topics. Yeah. Or, you know, light and heavy topics. Which tells me that there's probably going to be a good balance, right? Yes. Of these topics or these sounds so that you are hit both hard and soft in some areas. Yeah. So I love this album cover, right? Yes. Billie was talking about how her artwork is always physically painful and she loves it because waterboarding me for I don't know how many hours. No, thank you. No, thank you. And then nothing is ever like CGI or like no. She always goes for it, which I appreciate. It's so dope, you know. You can appreciate that artistry. I know walking into it, we're not gonna hate it. Okay, like I'm sorry, I already know that. So Billie and hate in the same sentence? It's not. It's not possible. Just like being hit hard and soft, and you might have ate that. Phineas is once again involved. This is a dynamic duo. Billie also says she feels like this album is her. It's not a character. It feels like the When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go version of me. It feels like my youth and who I was as a kid. And part of me was hoping that she would return to this sound, return to this version, coming off of Happier Than Ever, because it drifted so far and it was a lot more vulnerable, stripped back, and just a different, mature sound, which is nice. Yeah. But When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go is that album. Yes. Alright, so without further ado, let's get hit hard, let's get hit soft at the same time. Okay, starting off soft.
Fell in love for the first time. With a friend, it's a good sign. 21 took a lifetime. People say I look happy just because I got skinny. Maybe the real me, and I think she's pretty.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm already disgusted. Wow. That verse, feeling off when I feel fine, I take that as like when you feel fine, you feel off because you're not used to that feeling. You're not used to not having all this weight on your shoulders and this heavy feeling. People say I look happy just because I got skinny. Verses. She is singing. She's singing. She said, this time around, I'm not doing all that whispering. I'm not doing all that whispering. That whispering shit. All that she said, I'm gonna sing.
Never did wrong. My patience is gone.
Ooh, her in the back. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Is it gonna be taken out? This is pretty. Whoop.
Craving all the crush.
Oh,
I
yes.
said I bought you something rare, and I left it under Claire.
Not Claire. Woo. She said, whoa.
Somebody write down the recipe.
Oh, Billy.
Been trying hard not to overeat.
Okay, coming after Skinny.
Oh, that's good.
We have a lot
That's
to talk
good.
about. We have a lot to
That's
talk
good.
about.
That's good.
I wanna shower for you like you want.
Sing.
If I'm allowed, I'll help you take a ride.
That we're exploring.
Oh, yeah. So
Could
good.
never get enough. I could buy you so much stuff.
I wanted my face in the
The
vagina.
vagina. There.
She's taking pictures in the mirror. Oh my god, her skin's so clear. Tell her bring that over here. She's the headlights on the deer. I said it all before, but I'll say it again. I don't wanna break it, just want it to bend. I could eat that girl for lunch.
Oh, this
She
beat is
dances on
nasty.
my tongue. I know it's just a hunch, but she might be the one.
Oh, 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 oh.
So she might be the one.
Oh, this beat is so dope.
So she might be the one.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, I can't handle another transition.
You know, it's something about gasping for air. It's something about just hitting that right spot. Let's talk about
Okay.
this, all right? Lunch is a hit. I want to talk about that.
Okay, we'll take it back to Skinny.
Let's go to Miss Skinny.
Opening track for the album. I love the fact that coming after Happier Than Ever, we're going to talk about self-perception.
Yes.
And how she views herself and how the world views her. So
Yes.
again, I think the idea of being skinny, it's what the world sees as, oh my gosh, you're doing so much better.
Yeah.
You really are growing and getting healthier.
Yeah.
Sometimes to Billie, it's like, am I? Like,
Yeah.
or I don't recognize this. So what you guys see as good is actually kind of throwing me off.
Exactly.
It's not a feeling that I'm used to, therefore I don't feel good myself.
Right.
So self-perception and the world's perception, two very different things.
Yes.
You never really know what's going on in somebody's home. And just because she's skinny doesn't mean she's happy.
Exactly.
So I love that.
I like how she's playing into the world's idea of skinny, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Because being that the world glorifies skinny, glorifies thin, when they see that, like you said, that's healthy, they're good, they're happy. And here, I like how the verses are separated into three parts. First, she's talking about self-perception.
Yeah.
Then she's talking about public perception. Then she's talking about a relationship. I also feel like in that bridge, she could be talking about or talking to herself as well. Honestly, everything I was gonna say, you said it.
Oh, and
we
I
were
said
thinking the
it?
same
Okay,
exact thing
okay.
regarding the title.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Fell in Love for the First Time with a Friend,
Right.
and I'm thinking about lunch.
Lunch.
Through self-exploration, Billie has realized that she likes girls too. All right?
But
And
that
she
always
is-
has.
Always has.
Just didn't know.
But understands it
Yeah.
more now.
Yeah.
And she's sharing that with us here.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that it's such a bold record. And these titles on this album are actually really weird. But I
Yes.
love them. I love the weird titles because you don't know what to expect with them.
Yeah.
So just kicking it off with I Could Eat That Girl for Lunch after a song called Skinny.
Skinny.
It's like a different kind of eating. It's
Yes.
like,
Well,
a joyous indulgence, if that makes sense.
yes. Like she said, she
It's
really...
flipping that narrative.
Yes, and I like that, having that sexual undertone, but then also playing off the idea of the first track. So we were reading that Billie just decided, I would like my face in a vagina.
Well, yes.
And understandable. But I like that it wasn't overly sexual,
Yeah.
but enough to where it's like, okay. But then I also like... Because I was reading that Billie wrote some of this before actually dealing with the girl. So I also like the confidence.
Yes.
And saying, like, I want this. I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I love the idea of, like, overeat. So, again, playing off that idea
playing
of
off
skinny.
that.
So I really like that. I think the beat was super fun. Lyrics were super playful. I like the fact that Billie has that duality where be very serious.
For sure.
And very playful at the same time.
That's the hard and soft, yeah.
And that's the hard and
Pause.
soft. Oh.
I like the fact that so far we've dealt with two very bold topics that are very personal to Billie because even with Skinny, you know, people have talked about, you know, Billie's appearance.
Yeah.
Right? So for her to off bat just address that and now address something such as her sexuality, which is another bold thing, it makes me wonder how much are we really getting into? Because like I said in the beginning, what more topics could she possibly explore?
I know.
But when you're an artist, there's always more. So I'm looking
Very
forward
true.
to this. I did love Lunch lyrically. I felt it was a little more simple and way more on the pop side than I think we're used to with Billie.
Yes.
That was a very bright record, in my opinion, which I didn't expect. So, yeah, no, so far we're off to a really interesting start.
Yeah.
I like this.
To take my love away. When I come back around, will I know what to say?
I love the flow of that.
Not tomorrow. Kinda strange. Feeling sorrow. I got change. When I come back around, will I know what to say? Not today. Open up the door. Can you open up the door? I know you said before. I hope it's not for sure. Can you open up the door? Did you?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is so good.
So you see the counter when I look away.
I like how like low these verses
Need to
are.
be alone now, I'm taking a break. How come when I return you were gone away, gone away?
Oh, this beat is
what's
disgusting.
about to happen? Yes!
Wow, this is so good. I love this.
Oh, she's cut it.
Oh my gosh, this beat is so good.
And that's when you found me
Oh, we're dancing! We're
shit.
dancing!
in the garden.
I love how low her voice, like,
Nobody recognizes you. They told me they were only curious. Can't
Love
cope
this
with
chorus.
anymore. They told me it was war. Said you'd show me what's in store. I hope it's not for sure.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, is that Billie? This got huge.
oh my gosh. It's so different, but it's so familiar. at
It's
the
like a
same
dance
time.
record, but it's also like really experimental and alternative.
I'm sorry, but
I
it's
don't
so
know.
screams like ecstasy. Like
Yeah. The cut. That was nice. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it is pronounced CHIHIRO. CHIHIRO. That's how I'm gonna assume it's pronounced. It's in reference to Chihiro of Spirited Away, an Oscar-winning film, a girl who learned to face her fears by developing a heightened understanding and appreciation of life.
So do you feel like
Is
is
she feeling
this-
like that character?
I was gonna say, is this touching on Billie right now, where
Yes, I think so.
you're in a period, in a stage where you are learning about yourself? Hence the first two songs. I kind of say like learning yourself all over again, or again, it's learning your triggers, learning your wants, learning your needs. When you learn all those things again, you do move about life very differently, and
Yes.
what you take and what you no longer enable or
I guess, yeah.
associate yourself with. So I like that, and I've never heard of the film. But that makes me interested just to see where this inspiration really came from in depth.
I agree with what you're saying. I think there's a bit of a vague story here
Yeah.
regarding kind of opening up to someone and wanting them to not leave once you do. So once you open up that door and you let them in, the constant asking of like, did you take my love away? Like, did you leave with it? And you have that feeling of like, ooh, like I hope this isn't temporary, essentially. But there are a lot of references to Spirited Away, and I haven't watched Spirited Away, so I'm probably gonna miss some things.
Yeah.
But as for the song sonically, I think that this was
Incredible.
very interesting because it was a good blend of that hard and soft. There were some moments where the kicks were deep and it was hitting like that, but then her voice was soft and laying on top of that
A
instrumental.
hard beat with a soft vocal. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It was a balance, and it kind of left with a conflicted feeling because it also never fully took off into this, big drum set. Like it didn't take off into that. It was very steady.
But
it kept you pulsing the entire time.
Yes, that's a good word for it. It kept you pulsing. I don't think it needed that huge, takeoff moment. To me, this song, I think, won the title, but also maybe the way the verses were done sonically reminds me of Ilo Milo.
Yes, I can see that, actually.
Like, that's an Ilo Milo of the album. Do you know what I mean?
See that.
Like, I don't know what the rest of the album sounds like, but that's what that instantly
I
reminded me of, in the sense of how that sound. It's just so ominous but exciting, and it kind of draws you in. So
that deep production.
I left that one. That was a very quick 5 minutes. Might I add you?
It was. I can hear that in the club remixed in with some other stuff. That'd be really nice.
Yes. That's what I was saying. It feels like ecstasy. Like it just feels like you're on a.
That could also be a single.
I want you to stay.
Oh, these songs are so.
I Want You to Stay.
Till I'm brave, dead and buried. Till I'm in the casket.
She said you go out.
That's it.
'Cause it was always you.
Ooh, her voice.
Love this.
And if I'm turning blue.
Ending song is called Blue. I want
Okay, I'm
to
gonna hold on to that.
correlation. Yeah.
But I'm also thinking about the cover, how she could be drowning.
Oh, true.
I'm turning blue, please don't save me.
Save me.
Baby,
Love that.
Singing.
birds of a feather, we should stick together. And I'm even better. And I don't know what I'm crying.
Oh, that's gonna be a favorite.
Put it like.
I will. I will.
I'll love you till the day that I die.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. This is good. Till the light leaves my eyes. The lyricism is insane.
This is beautiful. I love this.
You wouldn't believe if I told you. You would hate the compliments I throw you. But you're so full of shit.
Ooh, you're so full of shit.
Say you don't say it, your mind's polluted.
Like that.
Say you wanna quit, don't be stupid.
Love.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Did you? What the hell? Oh, this is. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is my favorite so far, you guys.
Absolutely.
This is a beautiful song. And the thing is, one of the shortest, right?
Yes.
But so impactful. The way that they structured that song, the way they paced it, it picked up and dropped at the perfect moments. It was such a smooth listen, and her voice on this one,
Oh
I feel like
gosh.
we're definitely hearing a different side to Billie's voice that's a little lighter,
Yeah.
right? A little airier. But in terms of those notes, they're a little stronger. She's stretching them. There's some runs in there.
Yes.
There's some higher notes. Like, she's singing. If you know what I mean. Billie has such a unique style, right? Can't be duplicated, replicated, imitated. But I like the fact that we are drifting a bit away from that. And it's still unique, right? It's still signature to Billie, but you can see that there's some mastering going on, and there's some more development happening. I love this. I love this.
I have to say, I think with this song, I love the messages. Again, and we read a little bit, wanting and knowing that there's a love that lasts beyond death.
Beyond death,
and that is just so powerful. So to use the phrase "birds of a feather," right? You're always together.
Wherever you go, I go.
Wherever you go, I go. That is definitely still going to be in my top.
I think that's
because that was so. Those are one of those songs that make you a happy sad.
Happy sad, yes.
And I will probably say that's one of my favorite Billie songs ever. I think just for one, how well it was written, mastered sonically, but vocally, I think. Oh, that was good. I don't that was
Sometimes it's as simple as that. That was just good.
dang.
Beautiful love song.
Very cohesive so far too.
Yes.
Things fall apart and time breaks your heart. She was your girl. You showed her the world. We fell out of love and you both let go. She was crying on my shoulder. All I could do was hold her. You don't need to remind me.
Switching
I
perspective.
should put it all behind me, shouldn't I? But I see her in the back of my mind, like I'm burning alive, like the sun. Did I cross the line?
This is getting with someone's like. I feel like.
Well, good things don't last, and life moves so fast. More different for me,
Maybe friends with an ex.
happy and free. And I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me.
Ooh, that's pretty in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's about her dating one of her friend's exes.
Yes, that's why I'm like, okay, it seems like she kind
Yeah.
of broke that
Did I
girl
cross
code.
the line?
Yeah.
I was comforting you, but I have something to tell you.
I have something to tell you.
You're not gonna like this one. You're not gonna like it.
Like I'm burning alive. Did I cross the line?
Those vocals in the bag.
And I wonder, do you see her in the back of your mind, in my eyes?
Ooh. Bringing it back.
Oh, I love that.
But every time you touch me, I just wonder how she felt. Didn't mean to hurt me, so I kept it to myself.
Love that. Adding more context at the end, which makes me feel like, was Billie speaking from both perspectives, as the person that may have been hurt, and the person doing the hurting? The way I also take the title "Wildflower," right, is a flower blooms, a relationship blooms, right?
Okay.
But this one was wild. This is not something that anyone could have expected. So it's a
Yeah.
wild flower, maybe.
Okay. I'm also seeing the track's title seems to be alluding to Devin Carlson's brand Wildflower Cases, who had previously dated Billie's ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
So I'm seeing a lot of
And that would, if that is true, allegedly, at the end,
that would
explain.
that. It kept a good pace following Birds of a Feather.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'd replay that one like a bunch, but I think it is very good for one, the storytelling, two, vocally. So
Yeah.
again, I feel like this is battling Happier Than Ever to be vocally her
best.
yeah. Yeah, because vocally, I feel like she's really
going
pushing
there.
herself.
Yeah.
And giving a good variety in the beats, too. Because the way all these beats are beginning, they're very captivating.
Yes,
just off the
they
rip.
are.
So,
I agree with you. Wildflower actually could be one of my favorites.
really?
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I think it was a listen I didn't expect.
Okay.
So I'm still analyzing it.
Okay.
But I think her voice is what was shining the most on this one.
The
In
chorus.
back of my mind. Like, that whole thing
Yeah.
was really, really good. And again, the lyrics, the storytelling, I think was just immaculate. Which is also, this is a hard topic. So
Yeah.
it's playing into the title of the album even more, right?
Yeah.
We just came off of like a pure love song, Birds of a Feather.
Right.
And now we're digging into something that is really tough
Yeah.
to touch on. And
Yeah.
it's tough to be in either one of those positions.
Yeah,
So it's
it's the honesty is
Yeah.
I think what I also appreciate, and I guess I feel like I have to be in the mood to listen to this song.
That's fair.
But if it started playing, I wouldn't turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to keep you satisfied while I stayed up all night.
We're being considerate.
Yeah.
And you don't wanna know how alone I've been, whatever state I'm in.
Love that.
Man, am I the greatest? My congratulations. All the times I waited for you to want me naked, made it all look painless. Man, am I the greatest?
Ooh! Go ahead at that like.
Yeah.
Doing what's right,
Wow, yeah.
and we don't have to fight when it's not worth fighting for.
Oh come on, love that, love that.
What I would've done worse than anyone.
Love that.
All my love and patience, all my admiration, all the times I waited for you to
Oh.
want me naked.
Oh, oh.
Don't do that, don't do that.
Painless.
Turn up.
Man, am I the
I love good music.
Yes.
Oh my god. Run, Billy.
My slacks, take your slacks off. I can't even keep up.
Oh, this.
The notes on this one.
Man, am I the greatest?
Well, yes.
Unappreciated. I shouldn't have to say it. You could have been the greatest.
So. Don't do it.
I wish you the best.
I wish you
Oh,
the
I wish you
best.
the
Okay. This is what I'm talking about.
I can't
Because-
I can't stand cohesion.
You?
That's a nasty white
And
woman.
you?
Yeah, it's gross. No, you're getting shitted on, babes. Gross, gross. All right, let me. As you guys know, we like to lie on this channel all the
Well,
time.
we do.
We do it all the time.
Do it all the time.
So Birds of a Feather was my favorite a song ago. It's
Right.
not anymore.
Okay.
Because it is the greatest.
Okay.
And I think rightfully so. I think with that topic, it's such a sarcastic thing.
It is.
Man, because when you sit back and realize, like, wow, like I really bent over backwards for you, and you didn't see any of it. Like having love and patience in a relationship, to some degree, that is like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Even that, though,
Should be
you
given.
didn't appreciate, you didn't
Yeah.
see it, you didn't acknowledge it, and then at the end to be like, wow, like you look at somebody and you're like, I really saw the potential in it. You could have been. I was great.
Yeah.
Like, but you could have been the greatest too. Like,
Right.
This really could have been something had you just fought. But then why fight when it's nothing worth fighting for? So I think that topic is phenomenal.
I'm the greatest because I made your life easy. I
that too.
gave you the room to do whatever you wanted. And because I didn't bother you, because I didn't complain, because I was patient, and I continued to love you, damn, aren't I the greatest?
Yeah.
It's like when people want to tell you how strong you are, right? When you don't always want to be strong. Right? And you know that you're only great to them because you don't challenge them, essentially. But if I told you how alone I actually feel and how alone I've been, I will then become an annoyance, possibly.
Yeah.
And then I'm no longer great. I'm something that you avoid. So I really did enjoy that song, and the way that it took off. Like, I actually didn't expect that.
That made me like happier than ever.
Definitely took off, and she just let us have it with that last half. So I'm gonna be listening to that one again. And I love this thing that's happening recently, where these crescendos and these bridges, there's a lot of blending going on, and you just hear all these different words and all these different phrases and parts of the song that are kind of blended into one, and it makes it swell up even more. And I like it because it's so emotionally driven. And that's what adds that emotional layer, that element in there that's so needed in music. That makes it more relatable. So
absolutely, that's my favorite. That was a phenomenal song.
I wish you the best for the rest of your life. Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes.
My girl was walking through Paris.
I told you a lie. I said you were the love of my life.
Ooh, this one's
the love of my life.
a little sexy.
Did I waste your time?
Oh, I like this.
I tried to be there for you. It isn't asking for a lot for an apology.
Oh.
For making me feel like it'd kill you if I tried to leave.
Wait.
You said you'd never fall in love again because of me. Then you moved on. But I wish you the best for the rest of your life.
I'm adding a like. This is good. What's going? Come on, Billy.
In your eyes, I said you. The love of my life. Now go for love, just like we were.
If I ever was, though. Wow.
Thought I was depressed or losing my mind, but after I left, it was obvious why. You. It isn't asking for a lot more than a apology. Making me feel like it's
Kill you if I tried to leave. That manipulation. Wait. What is this? Are we skating?
Oh my God, that's so good.
What is this?
Oh, that's really good. That's so, Jordan. That is
She
so.
said, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Alright, get yourself together.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She said, and you know what? There's something about when you find your top three. Wow. This is
Because
really
this is
good.
a.
You wanted to keep it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This needs to be a song.
And we're so glad it's
Oh my
Take it.
God. Oh my God.
Take it,
Oh my
take it.
God.
That's in my top 3.
That's my favorite.
That's in my top. Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see why.
That's oh my gosh.
That's a really great song. We went from friends to a video game. I don't know how we ended up.
And they were both so
at
cohesive.
the arcade.
It was so cohesive.
That worked so well. I'm scared of the diner. I don't even know.
Such a good like bedroom pop. That is my favorite.
That was a shocking turn of events.
From start to finish, the idea that this relationship was hard for me because I was everything to you. So nothing I did made you think twice. But
Yeah.
everything you did, it was the opposite for me. I didn't feel appreciated like I appreciated you. You didn't love me the way I loved you. You didn't care. Nothing was reciprocated. But
it's, I think it's a little darker than that. It's the fact that I was with you.
Did I ever really like you?
And I only stayed with you because of the guilt that you made me feel, the way that you manipulated me.
Yeah.
When you're with somebody and you want to be honest about how you're feeling, and they make you feel like you can't. Because by being honest, you're gonna break them.
Yeah.
You obviously don't want to break them. So what happens? You're never honest.
Yeah, you're never honest.
So for me to be in somewhat of a prison and keep myself there to protect you, just for you to be the one to leave and move on, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And then in that part 2,
oh my
saying
God.
how you wanted to keep it like something you found till you didn't need it. This was wild. Why would I leave? If I care about you, I just don't want to be with you in that way.
But yeah, I love that idea of manipulation. I'm gonna go out and say that I think that's one of the best songs Billie has ever made.
Agreed. That is a masterpiece right there.
Don't be afraid of me. I'll mention me.
Hold on.
Because this is a beat. Okay, I know what you're thinking of.
By Lana.
Like Lana? That's interesting.
Oh, that's the first thing I
was getting
heard.
American Horror Story Freak Show.
I know I'm meant to be. I'm here around the clock. I'm waiting on the block. But please don't call the cops.
She's stalking?
Somebody is.
I could change your life.
Oh, these jumps.
You could be my wife.
Ooh.
You kiss me goodnight.
Oh, this is.
I hate.
I'm waiting on the corner till I saw the city. Through the kitchen looking for something to eat. I left a couple cards and they went over me. $250,000 bill. While on my way home, just think ahead.
In jail.
Go back to the diner. Or write another letter. Think better.
That's not the right.
Love this.
The cops around the corner stopped me when I tried to leave. He told me
I love this chorus.
knock me off my feet.
Oh, this one's nice.
Call you please. I tried to find it all, but now I'm back up on my feet. If some happens to me,
Wait.
Oh, because I memorized your number. So that was the number.
I guess. Is it the
It
jail?
sounds like a jail.
That was the jail. It's a number found on Eilish's website. Okay, so that this plays into the theme. That's really cool. That's really cool.
That's so dope. And
I
how
loved
that went
this actually.
into-
I think this might be at my top 5 too.
I think so too.
As simple as it was compared to the others, I loved this hip hop feel.
Oh, absolutely.
Reminded me of something like You Should See Me in a Crown. So definitely something off that album.
Yeah, it could be a little bit effort like Therefore I Am.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. Ooh, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Even the opening line, "Don't be afraid of me, I'm what you need." I like how it's a little more sinister. It's a little more dark.
Yes.
This is on that hard side of things. I love when Billie plays with characters. I've always enjoyed that. I think that she did that on the last 2 as well.
Yeah,
she'll play with that and kind of have more extreme topics or more extreme characters.
Yeah.
That are still somewhat really relatable.
I like that this is playing on that stalker-ish. And
Definitely.
It's getting hard to choose because the diner, that beat off the bat, it reminded me of Salvatore by Lana Del Rey, which is one of my favorite Lana songs. So that off already
Yeah.
had me, right? But then the more we got into the topic and just the playfulness of it, I absolutely loved it. Oh, that was...
I'm reading though. I agree with you, but I'm sorry I have to say this.
No, go ahead.
I'm reading that Billie's had a stalker before.
Yes.
And this is in reference to when she first came in, it was how young she is, or how young she was. I waited on the corner until I saw the sitter leave, because I was wondering why she's talking about a sitter. But it's to get into the significance of how young she was compared to these stalkers. That's wild.
Ooh.
That's a really interesting
That's
choice.
very interesting.
And then the idea of a diner, I was reading too how like the paparazzi or like stalkers will follow you to your favorite places and they'll learn your schedule, they'll learn your routine.
Yes.
Right? And
yes.
a diner is a very public place. Right? And we all let it eat. So I love how that also visits themes back to skinny and even lunch.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
This was interesting.
That was good. Oh. And it's called Bittersweet. Like a sweet.
Yeah.
I can't follow it.
Oh. Wow. I think the first part was bitter. This part is sweet. Love that.
Seems so paranoid. I've never filled the void
Okay. Oh.
out of spite. You seem so paralyzed. If this is how I die, I don't need to breathe when you look at me. See when it's sweet.
See what it's sweet. Okay.
We can be discreet. I'm holding my breath. Love's so bittersweet. Open up the door for me.
We're slowing down.
I'm staying for
Oh, that's gonna flow.
That feels nice.
Okay, it's blue time. Alright, so Bittersweet. I will be honest in saying this is the first one where I personally probably won't be back as much, if at all. Nothing wrong with the song. I just didn't connect with this one as much. It felt more like an interlude to me. Like it felt like something that was the bridge between the diner and Blue, leading up to Blue. If that makes
okay.
sense. Like it just felt like okay, one of those things moving the album forward, but it wasn't like a standout track for me,
Yeah.
or even a standalone track for me. I do love how the title mimics the idea of bittersweet,
Yeah.
but focuses on the idea of a suite like in a hotel. And
think
it has a
they left
sexual
there.
connotation, which we've been playing with a little more sexual liberation on this album, which I have enjoyed too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't really connect to. I love the intro. I love the intro.
Yeah.
But for I guess the sweet part of the song, yeah, I don't know. It was cute, but that's how I feel about it.
I don't know. A part of me actually really likes this one. It's funny that you say that. So I feel like with you, like Wildflower,
Yeah,
I feel like I gotta be in the mood to listen to that.
Yeah.
I really liked Bittersweet. I like the contrast of it, the duality of the song, the switch up of the song.
Yeah.
I love the outro. Vocally, I really liked it too. I don't know. There's something about Bittersweet that I can't say it's one that I'm gonna play on repeat, but I have an appreciation for it on the album.
Now she said L'amour de ma vie.
That's what I peeped again. I was like, okay.
So-
I mean, I'm just now I'm hearing all this. I really want to see how this album is going to be taken out.
Oh, this is the closer.
Birds of a feather.
More French. Don't know what's in store. That was said. Julian, look at all of the references. Birds of a Feather, Désolé mon amour from
Yeah.
L'amour de ma vie,
Yeah.
The Greatest, I'm Trying My Best, CHIHIRO, Don't Know What's in Store, Open Up the Door, Wildflower, In the Back of My Mind, Bittersweet, I'm Still Overseas, Skinny, A Bird in a Cage, Lunch, Thought You Were Made for Me, doing the
this
same
is
exact
so
thing
great. This is so
that
good.
she did on When We All Fall Asleep,
Where Do We Go?
It's the recap. True Blue. Part 1, Part 2 is
Oh, this is so good.
You were born bluer than a butterfly, colder than your father's eyes. He never learned to sympathize. I don't blame you, but I can't change you. You were born reaching for your mother's hands, victim of your father's plans, too afraid to step outside, paranoid and petrified of what you've heard. But they could say the same about me. I sleep about 3 hours each night, means only 21 a week now. Payments too, just a baby born good now.
Wow.
I don't blame you.
What is going on with this song?
Wow.
But we can't
What? The drama. This was interesting.
But when can I hear the next one?
Oh, well,
When can I hear the next one?
when can I hear the next one? Which means there must be a next one.
There has to be a next one.
There probably is. I heard rumors of a double album,
Oh.
but also
I heard-
rumors of a deluxe.
Imagine if it's called Hit Me Harder and Softer.
Okay.
Okay.
Blue.
Blue.
Billie has stated that she feels album closers are just as important as the openers. And I agree with that.
Yes.
And I think that this is why albums tend to fall off toward the end, because people start to kind of just, artists start to kind of just throw whatever and just end the album.
Yeah.
Right? But I love a strong closer. And I love a closer that brings things full circle even more. And that's exactly what Blue was.
Yeah.
I noticed at the back half of the album there was a lot of part 1, part 2.
Yes.
Which I've always loved that, because it's a way of just simply being creative. Right? Sometimes you have so many sounds in your head that you can't really envision as a full song.
Yeah.
But you're like, I still want this in there. And it, continues to provide variety for the listener.
Yes.
And it keeps the experience exciting.
Yeah.
So I loved that. Apparently this was originally Born Blue. So this goes as back as far back as Happier Than Ever, yeah. But as for this song, right, and how it came together, because I know nothing about no Born Blue before this, loved the recap of the album. And like
so
going
good.
backwards. I loved
good.
the recap. That's always something I enjoy because it makes you analyze what you listen to even more. I'm Born Blue, I think, yes, has to do with sadness. Blue is often associated with being sad. But also the idea of true blue, which basically is, I guess you could say, I hope it's romantic or someone who's loyal to a cause or a relationship. Adds another layer to the coloring. I feel like this one's a layered one. Similar to Skinny, actually.
Yeah, and I have to say, I feel like with When We All Fall Asleep and Happier Than Ever, Billy really pays attention to how the album starts and how the album finishes. So I feel like Skinny and Blue really do complement each other very well. And I think that was a phenomenal close to the album. It's the longest song on the album, but it allows you to just kind of feel, which really is what this album played a lot with, which was feeling. Yeah, let's talk Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Yeah, let's just get into it. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. I have been both hit hard and soft throughout this experience. I want to say that I think this is Billie's most creative project so far. Sonically, she really took it there, and the way that it's structured, I don't recall any other album sounding like this.
No.
And as condensed as it is very layered, and it's very thick, okay? There were a lot of great moments and a lot of great songs on this album.
Yes.
There were a lot of topics that I didn't really expect her to dive into, but she spoke from the perspective of these new characters, it feels like.
Yeah.
That were experiencing all these different things that reflected the title, and I love how she was able to make it all make sense. You can tell Billie really took her time with this album. I think that this was a project where she had full reign to just express herself fully without hiding, and also document this journey that she's on within her identity, within her relationships, reflecting on the past, looking toward the future. It just, again, feels like something very personal to Billie, and I love that she always adds that element, and she's always very transparent with us as an audience. So I enjoyed this project very much. This was an easy listen. It was very cohesive. It was very smooth the whole way through.
Very.
And yeah, I'm happy we got to do it.
Me too. Just to quickly say, yeah, I think this and Happier Than Ever really do, all three of her albums really show a great sense of her versatility. And I mean, I think her and Phineas are one of the most powerful duos in this industry. The music they make is just absolutely phenomenal, and the lyricism is just top notch. It's really not being touched.
No.
In terms of songwriting, influences of pop and hip hop and alternative, and just all the instrumentation that was used, it was just done so well. And so I don't think we're ever gonna sit down to review a Billie album and have something negative to say, because Billie actually takes the time to work on her music. Her and Phineas both put their big brains together to create big bodies of work. And Hit Me Hard and Soft is no different from the last two. So with that being said, what is your top 5?
Okay, I've been trying to think about this as we've listened.
Yeah.
Birds of a Feather's number 1.
Okay.
I'm going The Greatest, L'amour de ma vie, Lunch, Blue.
Okay.
But I do love The Diner.
Yeah.
And CHIHIRO should be a single.
I have to say L'Amour, Birds of a Feather, The Greatest, The Diner, and Lunch.
Okay. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, again, 5 is half the album, so
No, literally.
that means that
Literally.
the album was great, and I want to see if there is going to be another album. Is it a follow-up to this? Is it a double album again?
Right.
Great job, Billie. This is a great addition to your discography, and I can't wait to get the vinyl, because
Same.
I will be getting it.
Regarding addition to your discography, I don't think that Hit Me Hard and Soft surpasses the other two in any way. I think it just continues on the same playing field.
Yeah.
They're all at the same level, and that just means Billie's continuing her greatness, right?
Yes.
And continuing that legacy at this point. But I do feel like this album is a good blend of everything we've heard from Billie so far. So she's continuing to bring you something new every time, but as always with a Billie album, there's going to be something for everyone. She knows her audience.
Yes.
So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Loved listening to this. As always, we'd love to know what you guys thought about Hit Me Hard and Soft. Let us know your top 5 down below in the comments.
If you enjoyed watching us react, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, that way you know when we upload. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.